Hey everybody, Charles Calhoun, aka the Shade Tree Pro, here at the beautiful Grand Vista Marriott in Orlando, Florida. And one of my guys hit me up, and I just thought this was, I've been waiting to do this video. And this is something that he said he hear all the time. He don't understand what it is. And he said, around the corner. What is going around the corner? Oh, do I have something for you to understand what going around the corner really, really means? And I'm going to give you a real definition of what round the corner is. And the way you have to think about around the corner, you've got to think about the body. You got to look at the body cavity. You got to look at it as if it was a box. And as a box, you got here, and there. And then on each side, what's going to represent that box is the pelvis girdle, and it's going to be what is considered the iliac crest. That's right here in front. Now, to understand what coming around the corner actually means is that you have to understand that the arms with the shoulder girdle and everything else and the elbows, they sit, as you notice, they are posteriorly to the body. They're on the posterior side of the body. So when we go to make a golf swing to come around the corner, now I've seen people talk about when they bring the trail arm down and they come around the corner or something of that nature. I've seen that, but they also are saying it like this: when they come around here and they go here, and then all of a sudden they just turn their body right there. You're not coming around the corner. What you're doing is you're staying behind and you just turning the body. Can you play like that? Sure, you can play like that. I mean, it's still swinging the golf club. But the one thing I've learned through my years of studying is that no matter what, the body is always seeking its natural balance, regardless. So when we make a backswing, this arm is already on the posterior side, but the one that's out of place is the lead arm. The lead arm has already, quote unquote, like it's the iliac crest here, the lead arm has already came around the corner. What we're truly trying to do in the golf swing is to get the lead arm to go back around the corner. Now, remember I said to you all before, if it bends, it straightens, action, reaction. So if I set up here and I grab this, like when I first put this lead hand on there with a good dead fingers grip, I have brought this elbow from the posterior side around the iliac crest on the lead side to where now it has come around the corner in essence. And then all of a sudden when I make my swing and then I come, bring the arms down, scap down, all that. When I bring it down, then what's happening is that the lead elbow is going back around the corner. It's going back around the corner. In other words, like I said, it starts around the corner on the anterior side, and then it just goes around the corner on the posterior side. Now, a lot of mistakes that I think people make is they think about swinging the club to the left. See, what happens when you swing in the club to the left, you're not really getting the arms to continue or, in essence, to get back to their neutral position. Now, can you swing like that? Sure you can. But here's the only thing that I said. In a golf swing, we're trying to build consistency. And the thing is that movements in itself, when you make these movements that go back to their normal positions, then it makes it easier for you to be able to repeat it. That's why I'm saying when this lead arm is here already around the corner, which the corner here is the iliac crest. So this elbow is already around the corner of this iliac crest, and then when I strike it, boom, it comes back around. And that's what actually lets the club continue down the line. I'm not a firm believer of this going around, swinging it to the left. I'm not a firm believer of that. It's a club going a little left, sure, because the momentum of the arms is going to continue to go around, but I'm not trying to take that club face. I'm trying to keep that club face down the line. You all see me say before, look at the target, look at the club face, look at the ball, and swing to the target. Well, the thing is, when I come around with the elbow coming around the iliac crest, when it comes around it or go back around the corner, then all of a sudden that stuff just kind of just falls back in place. And I always thought that it's a great thing to feel that lead elbow in essence, be able to do that. Now, see, here's the beauty of that. You can still feel the pressure in the trail hand, like Hogan talked about, the feeling of the right hand. You can feel the pressure of the right hand regardless, but still be able to move the lead elbow because of the gap in between with the carpal bones, in a sense, allows you to use a right hand with a left arm or a left hand with a right arm. However, that's some of the things you'll learn, or you can learn, in a sense. But the true nature of getting around the corner is, think of the whole entire pelvis girdle as a box, and here's your corners. And then just think about where your arms is and understand where your elbows are. And just remember, when you're in your address position, the lead elbow has already come around the corner this way. What we're trying to do is to get it to go back around the corner. Because once we create the action, then all of a sudden, the next move will be the reaction. So now it makes it a lot easier just to sit there, feel that, bring it back around the corner. And that'll stop you all from taking this lead pelvis girdle and just jacking it out the way, getting it to where it may stall, and you basically can go around it. That's going around the corner under the shade tree. Hey, if you like this video, definitely give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Take the time to join my membership. You have any questions, don't forget to leave a comment. Tell me what you're thinking. Tell me what you think about that video. And what do you think about this concept under the shade tree of going, as I said, going back around the corner to get to its natural spot. Charles Calhoun, aka the Shade Tree Pro, always good golfing.